Hey guys, welcome back to Tea by Khalil. My name is Khalil and today I am so excited about this video. I am going to be showing you how I was taught by my Nonna to make tea. Tea is something that is unique and special to everyone and how it is made and how it is drank. And so I cannot wait to share with you guys the experience that I had growing up. So with that, let's get started. Okay, so what you're going to do first is you're going to grab yourself some teacups. Here I have 2 little teacups with me, and you are also going to grab yourself a teapot. Now don't worry, if you don't have either of these things and you just have a mug, I will show you how to make tea the way that my Nonna taught me in a mug. All you will need is a mug. So what you're actually going to do first is you're going to take your teapot, your teacups, or your mug, and you're going to wash it. So that's what I'm going to do here. Okay, so the reason that we wash out these things, and I was taught to wash out the teapot, the mug, the cups, is because dust accumulates and that would be gross to have in your tea. So make sure that you are doing that every time that you're making tea in case there's any unwanted dust there. So what you're going to do now is you're just going to let those sit and you're going to let those dry, and you're going to take a kettle, which you can see back there, and you are going to boil some water. Now first, I want to note, do not, under any circumstances, microwave your water. That is a huge no-no. If you don't have a kettle, that's fine. Just use a pot to boil it, or an electric kettle. Both of those will work perfectly fine. Okay, so now that you have grabbed your kettle, you are going to fill it up with water. Now, it really doesn't matter how much water you fill it up with, you just have to fill it up enough to make a pot of tea or a cup of tea. For the purposes of this video, I'm going to fill it up about halfway. All done? Okay, you want to make sure that you also fill this up with cold or room temperature water. You don't want to do hot water. I don't know why. That's just how I was taught. And now you're going to take your kettle and you're going to put it on the stove and you're going to light it up. Just like that. And you're going to let it sit and you're going to let it boil. Okay, and while your water is boiling, you're going to grab your favorite tea. For this video, I'm going to show you how to make tea the way my Nonna taught me with Tetley bag tea. Super easy, super simple, and way flavorful. Okay, if you're using a teapot, you also want to make sure that you fill it with warm water while your water over there is boiling, so that when you actually brew the tea, it doesn't cool down way too fast before you even get to enjoy it. This step is also to make sure that the teapot doesn't crack when you're pouring boiling hot water in there. I think we can all agree. It would be tragic if the teapot cracked. Once your water has boiled, you're going to turn the stove off before you break your eardrums. And then you're going to pour out that water that was sitting in your teapot so that you can have room to actually brew your tea. Okay, now that you've got everything ready, you either have your teacups in your teapot or you have your mug, and most importantly, you have your boiling water. What's important to note here is that you're going to use 1 bag of tea per 8 ounces. So in my teapot, I am going to be making 16 ounces of tea. That means that I will be using 2 tea bags. Something my Nonna taught me for this step specifically is that you always add in 1 extra bag for the pot. I don't know why, you just do. Once that's done, you're going to take your boiling water and you're going to pour it right into that teapot. And then you're going to set a timer for 3 minutes. Now the brewing instructions will be on the back of any tea bag or loose leaf tea that you have. Tetley's tea specifically recommends that you use 3 to 5 minutes to brew your tea. For a less bitter tasting tea, we're going to do 3 minutes. Okay, now that you got your tea brewing, you're going to take your cute little teacups and you're going to wipe out any extra water that is in there from washing them out earlier. And then you are going to take your honey, your stevia, your sugar, your agave syrup, anything that you want to use to sweeten your tea, and you're going to put it into those teacups. Now, this is up to personal preference. You can have your tea as sweet or as unsweet as you would like. I personally hold the jar open for like 3 seconds. That's pretty good. Okay, what you're also gonna do is you're gonna take your half and half, your heavy whipping cream, your milk, your almond milk, your coconut milk, whatever milk you use to drink your coffee or your tea, and you're going to pour that right over the honey. Just a little bit. Voila! And once your tea is done brewing, you're gonna take those bags out of the pot and put them in the trash or in the compost bin. And then after that, you're gonna take your tea and you're gonna put it into your mug. And as a last step, you're gonna take a spoon and you're gonna give your tea a nice little stir, just to make sure that all of the honey and all of the cream, or half and half, is mixed up. And just like that, you have a lovely cup of tea. Now, you may be wondering, okay, Khalil, how am I supposed to make tea in a mug? I don't have a teapot, and I don't have cute little teacups. Let me show you. You're going to do the same thing as before. You're going to boil your water. And while that's boiling over there, you're going to take your sweetener and you're going to put it directly into your mug. Yes, directly into your mug. And then you're going to take your tea bag and you're going to drop it directly on top of that honey. Now, the same rule applies here, 1 bag per 8 ounces. What does not apply here is the extra bag for the pot. Since there's no pot and you're just making 1 cup, it's already strong enough on its own. And once your water is done boiling, you're going to take it and you're going to pour it on top of that bag and the honey. And then once you're done pouring the water, you are going to take a plate and you're going to put it on top of that mug and you're going to let it steep for 3 minutes. And once your tea is finished brewing, make sure to take out that tea bag and put it in the compost or the trash bin, and then take your half and half and pour that right over the tea. Once you're done with that, give it a good stir, and you're ready to go. Thank y'all so much for watching today's video. I hope that you learned something, and I hope that you found some rest. Comment down below if you decide to use this method of making tea, and let me know what you think. I know that this is my favorite way to drink tea because it's how my Nonna taught me, and it's very near and dear to my heart. Before you go, make sure to like and hit that subscribe button, and hit the little bell to get notified every time I upload. Also, follow me on my Instagram posted up here to get behind the scenes and bloopers from this video, and just updates about my life and trying to start my own business. With that, thank you guys, love you, bye!